Good morning, one and all. Welcome you once again to the Synergy Talks 2020. Today we have the guest speaker, Shyam Rukme sir, District Judge, Family Court, Mumbai. Welcome, sir. We have with us Chairman of the school, Mr. Sandipan Reddy, Coordinator of the school, Mr. Tushar Joshi, and host of today's morning, Miss Ishwari and Miss Aviza. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Aviza.
Morning, guests. I, Aviza Muhammad Abid Sheikh, welcome you all presented over here. Today, it's a great pleasure to have a duty of introducing our chief guest who is from the world of law and order, Mr. Shyam N. Rukne sir. And we have Honorable Chairman, Mr. Sandipan Reddy sir, respected Principal, Bhavika Shah ma'am, and dear Coordinator, Mr. Tushar Joshi sir. I heartily welcome our chief guest, Mr. Shyam sir, who is a district judge, Family Court, Mumbai. He was born and brought up in Kava, a small village in Latur district, on 5th May 1970. He completed his high school education in his own village. After high school, he went to Latur for his higher education and took admission in a prestigious college named Rajshri Shahu College, Latur. He didn't stop here, but went to Pune and got college admission in a well-known college named Symbiosis College, Pune, for UG and PG, that is LLM and LLB. Dear friends, his most adorable quality is he came back to his native to serve his own people and started practicing there as an advocate. For 3 years, he struggled and studied there and joined judiciary to fly high, means to be a magistrate, because he didn't want to remain an advocate. Now, he is flying and flying over cities, and he worked in 8 districts, including Mumbai, Pune, Solapur, Nanded, Yavatmal, and Thane. Sir, we are really eager to listen about you. I would like and love to hear about your childhood, school, and college life. So we would really love to hear about your childhood, college life, and your school life.
Yes, absolutely. I will begin with the word that I was the most luckiest to have such a school where there were no walls, doors, and all. We used to sit under the tree, and sky was the limit like that. So my schooling started in a village. Those were the golden days of life, where there was nothing artificial. Everything was natural. We were having one teacher school initially, from first standard to third standard. This generation may not believe, but our generation was the luckiest to have such a school. In fourth standard, I came to Latur, which was a taluka place then, and that journey started from there. After 10th standard, I went to the then reputed college, and still today, which is having a very good record in our state. You must have heard about it, Rajshri Shahu College. After 12th, that was the time when everyone used to aspire for engineering and medical, naturally. And the family used to say, oh, you have not got admission to either of the field, then what is the use of further education? So they say, if you get admission only to 2 fields, then they used to say it is worth. And thereafter, that time it came to my mind that I want to join such a profession where I don't have to go anywhere. The people will come to me, then I can help them. So then one of my friend, actually there is a lot of contribution of my friends. in the entire journey. They used to just give one input while talking generally, and I got the clue what I am going to do. Then I took admission to the Symbiosis College. I want to share one more interesting fact. One of my relative and friend had given me address of another college. He showed me the direction. If you go this way, this route goes to the ILS college. I reached to the Symbiosis College. So that was the time. There was no communication. It was a law college. So I just entered in that office, gave all the mark sheet, paid the fees, and thereafter I came to know that I was shown a different college. But that's what the best part of that school, law college admission. After law college admission, then I completed the graduation in law. That time I came to Mumbai for 1 year to get enrolled as an advocate with the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa. So thereafter, I took external admission for post-graduation, that is Master of Law means LLM, which I completed from Pune University. So that was up to graduation.
Wow, amazing, sir, amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, how did you begin your career? Please share your life story with us.
Sure. It was interesting. See, there was no such awareness during those time that I have to do this or you have to do this. There was no pressure from any family or parents. That was the best part of our life. As I said earlier, I wanted to do a profession where I don't have to depend on anyone. So when I started the practice at Latur District Court, few of my friends used to say, yes, you have potential to become a judge. I was not knowing what is the exact procedure. Then one day the ad came in a newspaper to fill up the vacancies of the judicial magistrate, means civil judge junior division. Many of seniors in our bar association asked me to fill the form, and I just filled the form initially, and then it started. There was a stage where everyone was saying that why don't you remain in a profession? Why do you want to join the judiciary? So this dilemma was there. So I said, I have to prove first whether I am eligible or I will pass the exam or not. So I took it a challenge, and then I appeared for the written examination, then oral, then medical, and then I was appointed as a judge in 2001.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, what are your main responsibilities as a family court judge?
My main responsibility as a family court judge is to strengthen the family institution. Most importantly, our culture is known for the family. So this is the main responsibility. Try to sort out the differences, try to bring amicable settlement, reconciliation, and counsel them to lead a happy, peaceful life and prosperous life. So I have to take care of the children involved in this dispute, parental dispute. I have to grant them maintenance to the needy people. So these are the responsibilities. I will summarize.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Sir, is there one case that affected you the most?
Yeah, there are many. In fact, for me, every case is equally important. And there is no straitjacket formula to say There are, we come across in last 20 years, I have come across over lakhs of cases. Every day we come across around 100 cases. Every case is most important for me. And every case is unique because the parties involved therein are unique.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, we would love to hear the story of an interesting case you have experienced.
Yeah.
Just to before listening to his story, मला एक श्यामला एक प्रश्न विचारायचा आहे. श्याम, ज्यावेळेस आभाळ ओपन होतं, राईट, एक वेगळं शिक्षण होतं गावामध्ये, खेड्यामध्ये, तर त्याचा अनुभव तू सांगू शकशील की काय अनुभव होता की खेड्यामध्ये एक टीचर बरोबर एवढ्या मोठ्या ह्याच्यामध्ये म्हणजे कुठंच काही सुविधा नसताना हाऊ वॉज दॅट एक्सपिरियन्स? कसं होतं तुझं ते एक्सपिरियन्स?
No, that I said की it was my real asset. It become my real asset for future here. सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं असं होतं की that part was the best part of life, I always say. See, that time, the main thing I said in the beginning, sky was the limit for me. Open sky, we used to sit under the sky and there was no barrier at all.
Great.
Yeah.
Yes. Aviza, you can go ahead.
या वेट अविजा वेट सर, आणखीन एक प्रश्न होता की तुम्ही जसं म्हटलं की तुमचा जीवन प्रवास पाहता असं लक्षात येतं की कॉलेज किंवा महाविद्यालयीन जीवन तुम्ही जेव्हा शिक्षण घेत होतात त्यावेळेस तुम्हाला भरपूर म्हणतो ना आपण की खडतर प्रवास होता तुमचा आणि त्याच्यावर तुम्ही खूप यशस्वीपणे मात केली. तर त्याबद्दल तुम्ही आमच्या विद्यार्थ्यांना काय सांगू शकाल सर?
मी असं म्हणेन तो खडतर प्रवास नव्हता तर खरी टेस्ट होती. म्हणजे असं असतं, शाळेमध्ये आपण परीक्षा समजतो ती अवघड असते असं मला कधीच वाटलं नाही. परीक्षा तर येणारच आहे, वर्षातून एक दिवस येतो, पेपर एक असतो, पण खरी परीक्षा तुमची दैनंदिन असते. दैनंदिन परीक्षेत आपण जेवढं प्रिपेअर करू हे थेरॉटिकल आणि जे लिखित आहे, माझं असं म्हणणं आहे खरं तर की सगळं ज्ञान हे पुस्तकात नाहीये. पुस्तकात दिशा दाखवलेल्या आहेत. There are only guidelines. What we learn in a school, guidelines. You have to find the world. As you know, the GPS nowadays, all this generation is aware with the GPS system.
Agreed. Truly agreed. Education is outside the classroom, not inside the classroom.
Yes.
Yes, Aviza.
Yes.
Sir, we would love to hear about your any interesting case you have experienced.
Yeah. We got litigants from all strata of the society. I came across cases of film stars, industrialists, businessmen, very poor people, most importantly, highly qualified people. There are many cases which have equal interest as a law student. But I will for the curiosity of the students, I can in a short time share only one experience. I came across the case in which the film actress was the witness. So she came in the court. I was busy in other matter. Our police official informed me, sir, witness has come. So I was not knowing initially that the film actress is the witness. When I just said, yes, my other job at the hand is over, so call the witness. The moment that witness means film actress came in a witness box, she was having that complex that I am a actress, so I need a special treatment. I said there was no need to give any special treatment because you are in a court of law where all are equal. And then she suddenly realized the situation, and she was staying there like obedient student, everything, and the entire exercise over. Then she spoke with her advocate. I was not knowing what was the conversation because it was their personal matter. So that day ended, and within few days, I got a transfer on promotion to the another court. So during send off, that advocate stood up and said, he, that the client has gave me the compliment that he is the best judge. So there I realized each and every in society is judging me, and I am not judging others. So this experience, I will say, was the unique.
Wow, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sir, how does your family feel about your career?
My family don't see mainly in career. They see me as a child. They see me as a husband. They see me as a father. But their contribution is equally important in my career due to their sacrifices, their wishes, their blessings. I could reach here, and they feel it's very pious job. So all are proud of my career.
Wow, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
So now we have some rapid fire questions for you.
Yeah,
So let's move towards the first question.
yeah.
So where would you go if you were invisible?
If I go invisible, nowadays I will go to see the coronavirus actually. The invisible can see. In fact, we all are invisible souls. Okay, every person is a soul. Okay, that is invisible for us. But I want to see the invisible corona and ask him a question as to how you are going to make us safe.
So next, who is your favorite superhero and why?
There are many heroes, but we will call the real hero to whom you have heard, you have seen. For me, our president, APJ Abdul Kalam sir, is my real superhero. You must have read about him, but he is the one person who changed a lot of things in our country. So he is my hero.
Amazing. So who is your favorite cartoon or filmy character and why?
I will. My most favorite cartoon is Mickey Mouse. So, how to get stress free? Stress free. You can get many tips after seeing that cartoon.
So what do you like most about your work?
I like about my work is the work schedule and the job satisfaction.
So what is the one thing you have always wanted to do?
One thing I always want to do do the justice to the my job.
Okay, thank you. Which is the song you hear the most often?
There are many, but I always say, "Zindagi ki yahi reet hai, हार के बाद ही जीत है."
Fabulous, sir. So what is one item you could never live without?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
One thing that you would never live without.
I can't live without a bed actually. So
Yes.
that is the.
Thank you. If next question, if you could talk to the president, yeah, what would you talk about?
Yeah, I will talk about him about the education system actually. We want to make the children stress free.
Yes,
So
sir.
I would like to talk with the president about the education system.
Yeah. And so, what have you done that you are most proud of?
Just a thing. I think most of the students would be happy with your answer, Sham, because of the stress level these guys are going to, and you have rightly said, and I would really accompany you to the president also.
Sure. We will go in a delegation actually, and all students will support us. Don't worry about it.
That's good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so, what have you done that you are most proud of?
most proud of means balancing life. I am very proud of that actually. I have many roles to play every day. So in my opinion, I could do justice to every role. So that makes me proud of.
And so, what is the thing you are most afraid of?
I don't afraid of anything, but this will be a half truth actually. I am afraid of children. I want to share the experience why I am afraid of children actually.
Yes.
Every parent or every adult person thinks that children are taken as granted, their wishes and everything. And everyone wants to impose their thoughts on the children. But I want to share with you very good experience when I started afraid of the children. My daughter was hardly 2.5 years old, younger one, elder one. Whenever I used to come from court, I used to sit on the sofa, and there was a teapot of a trolley type. One day, when I entered in the house, that small daughter and her friend were playing with like this trolley, which was having wheels. I said, "Beta, is it a toy? Why you are playing with that?" She obediently left that trolley. I said, "Ki wah, kya rubab hai?" She's listening to me. I want to share. Very next day, I entered in a house and holding cup of tea, sit on the sofa and put my legs on that trolley. She came in front of me. She stood like a Vithoba holding hands on waist and asked, "Papa, is it to put legs on the teapot?" So that day I realized children observe you and they have courage to speak the truth. So that's make me more afraid.
Yes, sir. So here the rapid fire ends. My next
Okay.
question is, what skills, abilities, and personal attributes are essential to get success in this field of judgment or
Sorry, can you repeat the question? What skills?
abilities? What skills and abilities, personal attributes are essential to get success in this field of judgment?
What you referred, all the qualities are required to get success in any field, not only in this field. Only there are two other factors which are very important. The most important skill for this profession is you have to be very honest.
Yes.
It's okay, and you have to have a courage to face the truth.
Yes, sir. Of course. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
वेट बेटा वेट सर इन द इयर 1992 आणि 93 मध्ये तुम्ही पुणे ते कन्याकुमारी हा प्रवास सायकलवर केला होता, तर तो एक्सपिरियन्स कसा होता त्याबद्दल काही सांगाल का सर?
That was the most thrilling part of the entire life actually. This was interesting story in sense that was the time where we could plan in one day and could execute immediately, though there was no other facility or luxury available, I can say. So that all started amongst the few friends. Initially 15 agreed to come for that trip. So the main object was national integrity and study of law in various states. So on 2nd October 1993, which was the Gandhi Jayanti, we started our journey. Our college, university, and all people guided and helped us those days. There were 4 total friends, including myself. So we visited various ports of other states, including Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. That was the summary of that trip.
Thank you, sir.
So how many kilometers was it? How did you plan it? कारण त्यावेळेस तर आपल्याकडे काही सुविधा नव्हती. दुसरा दिवस कसा? किती दिवस लागले या पूर्ण जर्नीला?
Yes.
किती किलोमीटर जर्नी होती?
It took 27 days to complete 2,700 kilometer journey. So we calculated the time and destination for halting on the basis of map which was available that time. So we planned if we could travel this much journey, this will be the station where we can take the halt, where we can manage ourselves. So we choose the big cities for a halt. We used to start early in the morning, and that all started. Initially, we sent letters to each district unit of that place initially. We got response from Hubli, Karnataka, Hubli, Dharwad, and Bangalore. So, and we used to inform the earlier station, we used to inform the next station. That time only STD calls were there. So they used to inform another unit next that they will reach by this time. So whenever possible, they used to welcome us.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
So in whatever we do, planning is really important, right?
Yeah. Planning and
communication.
I will say adaptability to the situation is most important in a journey.
Wow.
Because nothing happens every time. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen as you plan sometimes. So how you adapt to that challenging situation. So in Mysore, we plan everything, and we have to sleep in this police. That one big hall was there, which was
Okay.
meant for police officials. When we introduce ourselves to them, they come forward to for us help, and they allow us to sleep in that big hall for a whole night.
Okay.
Because we were not aware that Dasara festival is such a big thing in Mysore. So for 8 days you don't get a space there, and we were not aware about this eventuality. And when we reached there, no one was ready to welcome us because everyone was busy, and the entire city was full of guests from all over the world, not only our country. So while passing, we met constable. So we asked him when he came, you can come and sleep with him. We slept in that big hall, which was meant for police officials who were on duty. So adaptability to the situation, I think, a key in a journey.
So if at all given a chance again to do the same bicycle journey, so how would you do that?
Yes.
So since आपल्याला bicycle 93 and now 2020.
Correct. Means this technology is not the only thing. That time also we choose, and the NSCY sponsored that geared cycles. In fact, these bicycles were advanced actually. So the bicycles were having 4 gears. So that was the best support we got from the NSCY who sponsored half of our trip. So technology can help us to smooth the journey.
So
Yes.
Students, सगळ्या ह्याच्यावर if you see, there is always a help of technology, and there is always a solution for everything in life. So we cannot stop somewhere. So that's a very great thought, Shyam. So students, you can go ahead.
Sir, what was the good or worst piece of evidence that you were forced to see?
Entire judicial system is running on the quality of evidence. I want to tell you the meaning of your school is very important, or rather related with the this question. You will say how? The word synergy means added success or energy when 2 people or more than 2 people or organizations come together. So it's the same. See, we have minimum 2 sides. One side is of plaintiff and other side is of defendant. Both say I am right. Both can't be right at the same time for the same fact. If someone says it is day, then it was not night. But someone says it was night, then it can't be a day. So we always come across such a situation where the quality of evidence matters. not quantity. So 10 people coming and saying this is the truth and 11 coming and saying this is the truth, that is not a criteria at all. So worst piece of evidence was I come across in a case where a poor farmer was arrested by police for committing the offense which was not defined in a law, and that farmer and his son used to come to the court bare feet. They were not having money to buy footwear, and they were defending this case for 10 years. In a first hearing, I could acquit them on the basis of material available on record. So this was unfortunate experience. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Sir, do funny things ever happen in court? If any, please share with us.
See, life and court is same. Let me tell you, life itself is a funny thing actually. You don't have to wait to see a funny thing. You should have funniness to see the funny in serious situation also. That's what I believe. We get serious for funny things and we get funny for serious things. That is the contrast of everyone's life, I will say. Many things happen in this thing, our court procedure particularly, because if you are not alert, you are likely to catch there and there only. Okay, so when witness is saying something, I saw this incident, and one question was put to him, where was you at that time? He said, I was in farm. So that truth comes immediately, and nothing remains to decide that he was a liar. So this is a regular procedure in our court procedure actually. But many funny things happen. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Welcome.
Sir, how do you maintain or adjust the balance of your profession and your hobbies and interests?
Yes, I think this is the key for anyone's life. See, entire world is having equal time, means 24 hours. No one is having more time because he is rich, and no, he is having less time because he is the poor. In fact, all the world, everyone have 24 hours. So I believe, in my opinion, managing your sleep is the key to for rest of the day and its proper time. So if you could manage the sleep time properly, I'm sure you will have lot of time at your disposal.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, the most important question that all viewers wanted to ask you, that how can I become a judge?
Yeah, absolutely. I want more and more students to say you should become a judge. In fact, by birth, I am telling you, every individual is a judge. Let me tell you, because we say, oh, this is good. We say this is bad. We say this is right. We say this is wrong. So ordinarily, every person judge everything, including our parents, including relatives, friends, known, unknown. You like this, you don't dislike this, means it's a judging actually. But what judging in court is different, and there is different. There, as per the choice, but here you have to always follow the truth only. So this is the main difference. For that purpose, nowadays it's a good opportunity. Means what you say, first you have to have that first aspiration. I want to join this profession as a career. Naturally, it requires a law degree initially. After 12th, there is a five-year law course. If you secure 55% marks, then you can directly appear for the competitive exam which is conducted by the MPSC. And thereafter, they select as per the merit. Yeah?
Absolutely, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
So Shyam, there is a question. There is a question from Standard 9 student Shreya More.
Okay.
Did you face any difficulty while taking any decision as a judge?
Yes. No. I will say this will be the disqualification for the judge because there is nothing right or wrong initially. So decisive power, that makes the real difference. Confused mind judge is not good or not good for anything. Say as a human being, we all are having dilemma for some situation. But the best part of our job is we have very settled principles which guide us always. They don't leave any confusion. Confusion may be with the lawyer or litigant, how to put the case. But to understand, if you know the basic principles of law, I don't think judging is a difficult task. In fact, my task become easier when both lawyers are prepared. So it is so simple naturally. If you someone ask you at what is the this is the day or night, the question will ask, someone may ask you just as a to test your skill. Is it day or light? I will say light. As there is a light, it is a day. The fact may be different. How the judging starts now, light means not any light of halogen bulb or high power light. There has to be sunlight. Means see, sun is the eternal thing. That is not going to change. Human may change. But then trick starts there about the legal system there. They bring the half truth before us. So only word I use is the light. You said, judge said, if there is a light, there is a day. But the fact remains for inquiries, which light was there? There was a sunlight or there was the other light. So this is the interesting thing.
Sir, if someone wanted to go in the same profession that you are in, so what advice will you give to the young person?
See, now your generation is most lucky actually. Means there are many opportunities for you. If you want to join the law field, I will encourage everyone, because this is a field where you can contribute lot to the society. So not only as a judge, but even advocates, we all are part of the same institution. So if you for that you need to have more reading, I will say.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Sir,
now
one of
I will
our, wait, Ishwari, one of our viewer wanted to ask you one question, sir. She has asked that what is the court process?
Okay, court process is the entire, see, from it starts from the beginning that one person comes to the court and say ki, injustice is caused to me. That is the beginning, and it ends when I say ki, she was right, he was right, and he was right or she was wrong. So court process means how one has to come to the court. Then what the procedure judge and all advocates follow to search the truth and do the justice to the aggrieved person.
Thank you,
So
sir.
I will explain in a practical manner actually. If I ask you what is the cooking process, okay. Cooking process starts where you go to the market, you buy brinjal or some potato, you bring all the masala needed for preparing the recipe, you put the pot on the gas, you adjust the gas also actually. See, minute things. You know the quantity of the salt, you know the quantity of the masala, all the things, spices and all the things. So this process entire, if I say, even that the same student give orders to the mother, I want this dish. Okay, it is easy to order, easy to say, but the process of recipe, you know, that connects to this only. she is hungry, she gives order to the, and same thing happens before me. One litigant comes, sir, injustice is done to me or caused to me, and he is the fellow responsible for this. So this is this process, and the entire judicial quest for truth is called a process.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Ishwari.
Yeah.
On the behalf of Synergy National School, I, Ishwari Munde, extend a hearty vote of thanks to our chief guest, Mr. Shyam Rupmesh sir, who spared time from his busy schedule to grace this occasion. Today, we had the opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this will surely be going to help us in our future.
Sham, just out of curiosity, you follow spirituality, right? So you
Yes.
follow the Warkari Sampradaya that we all belong to.
Yes.
As a Prasthan वगैरे माऊलीचं, and every year you go to this
Wow.
with friends आपण सगळ्या त्याच्यामध्ये. तर
Yes.
त्याचा अनुभव, त्याचा आणि जीवनातल्या याचा how do you correlate? आणि काय विद्यार्थ्यांना त्याचा काय हे व्हायला पाहिजे की स्पिरिच्युअलिझम आहे का, रिलिजन आहे का, आपलं हे आहे की वे ऑफ लिव्हिंग आहे. तर याच्याविषयी आपले काय मत असतील त्याच्याविषयी?
It's very important to understand for each and every student. We always create complication when things are very simple actually. So many students come in a school or college saying that I want to become this, I want to become that. Actually, this will be the identity for 6 or 7 hours. Okay. You are going to add a label to your original personality. That doesn't mean that is your identity. So we mix the religion and spirituality. Religion is the outer form of the conduct. Religion teaches us the outer things of the conduct. If you go to the temple, you should fold hand. Okay, that is taught there actually. But spirituality is something different than the religions. Because religion need brand, spirituality doesn't need any brand. If you sit and just think, close your eyes and try to see face of your parents, that is more than sufficient. Who work for you hard and they say they provide you all the comfort, and that is more than the spirituality. So no need to get it complicated. And those who think money is the only way to have a comfort, no, that is absolutely wrong perception. I will give free advice. Those who want to add money, now just leave everything spending on the education. Go to Mr. our chairman Sandipan. He will advise you how you will become billionaire by investing this much. There is no need to go for a school or college for that purpose. This knowledge is totally different than the mere money part. That will follow you. Don't worry about it. It will be sufficient to maintain the dignity and dignified life and standard of living. So there is no such thing.
Yeah.
But you should have some kind of time to spend for this. Because see, I want to tell you one thing. My name is given by parents. Education was provided by the teacher. Now this label is given by the government. If I look back and say, then what is mine then? Everything is borrowed from other. When I say as my identity will remain my contribution to the society. That person should feel, yes, he was the cause to bring smile on my face. So I think this will guide us, the students.
Super thoughts. These are the best takeaways. What is our identity, and our identity remains what is my contribution to the society. So Shyam, also nowadays there is lot of pressure from parents also about education, right? Likely you said application of knowledge is important. Only having knowledge is not okay. Yes, I've learned this, but how are you applying it in your life? So what is your message to the students, because they are in complete pressurized situation nowadays about choosing a career? With choosing, like nowadays most of the time careers are based on कौन से career में ज़्यादा पैसा मिलता है, वो career starting में ढूंढते हैं. But as per your experience and as per your journey in so many years, guiding so many people in the space of law, what is your message to the students? किंवा तत्संपूर्ण जे आपले फेसबुक लाईव्ह वर पण खूप लोक बघतायत की यांच्यासाठी काय मेसेज असेल अबाउट एज्युकेशन अँड करिअर मधला?
Yes. My message will never to the students. My message will be always to the parents. My message, see, on the contrary, if you want to enjoy in life and very stress-free and always happy, I will say ki just follow the children, means students. The students are the source of happiness actually. Students are not the toys to fulfill your half dreams or full dreams. Their parents lack everything actually. I shared in the beginning itself, I was the luckiest that my parents never interfered in my so-called career, marks, percentage, because they were having one very wisdom with them. They say you should learn and gain knowledge. That is the only message given by them actually. They were never asked, interfered, you should do that and you should not do that. So my message will be a very clear message to the parents. Just try to give some space to that student candidate and ask him to pursue his dreams rather than fulfill your dreams.
Great thoughts. That is where now education and for the viewers also on Facebook and students here also on the webinar, okay, knowledge is not everything. Application of knowledge is important. So you should have at least one passion. At least you play one good game, passion about reading, passion about traveling, passion about helping people. And that is what we learned from today's speaker. So over to you, Bhavika.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir, for guiding our students and enlightening their way. I just wish to take